I'm here for a movie about Pop Tarts.
Will they send us Pop Tarts as swag, do you
they
think?
better.
Happy Friday. We've got a ton of news for you, but of course, we've got to start out with a mention of our friends this week at the Grail Movie House in Asheville, North Carolina. Do you like cat videos? Do you want to watch 70 minutes straight of cat videos? Because they're doing that.
Sure, we all do.
Cat Video Fest coming to the Grail Movie House. Anyway, they're really cool. So we'll have a link to them below, and we're happy to be partnering with them this week. Hello. Have you seen Ryan Gosling as Ken?
Yes, I have. And it's funny because people I know who don't necessarily follow movies the way we do are like, what even is this? And I'm like, it's the new Greta Gerwig movie. Everybody just calm down. It's the new Greta Gerwig movie. So we trust that she has got something in mind here with Margot Robbie as Barbie and a very blonde and chiseled Ryan Gosling as Ken. This is going to be nuts and I'm here for it.
I can just imagine like the thousands and thousands of Halloween costumes that like Ryan Gosling as Ken is going to inspire in West Hollywood this Halloween.
Believe me, the gays are already they got the graph paper out and they're doing the diagrams and they're figuring it out. So
speaking of teasing, we have a teaser for Ana de Armas as Marilyn Monroe in Blonde.
She's coming. She's almost here.
It is literally a teaser. It's a minute. It's in black and white, and it's her sort of summoning the Marilyn persona, which is something that we saw Michelle Williams do in My Week with Marilyn as well, when she said, do you want to see her? Right, that she's very cognizant of the difference between who she truly is and who this persona is that she puts out to the world. This movie is really famous because it's supposed to be like NC-17 and hot and
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, NC-17 is kind of a big deal for a streamer. Like, generally speaking, that's been a line that most streaming services won't cross. Like, I remember back in the 2000s when I was covering how, Showtime was reviving Queer as Folk. They were like, there will be some level of like explicit sexuality, but like nothing past an R. Like that was the unspoken thing on like cable TV, nothing past an R. So, and I think that same thing has been going here. So yeah, for Netflix to be like, nope, screw it. This is what Andrew Dominic wants to do. We're going to take it all the way. And parents just need to put extra, passwords or whatever on their thing if they don't want kids to watch it. But, I'm very curious to see how this is going to turn out.
For sure. He is an artist for sure. And it's fun to see her use her craft just in that small little span of time to make the technical transformations to like show you, right. That's who we know her to be. BTS is taking a break. Are you sad about this?
Look, those guys, they need a break, frankly, right? Just because they are the hardest working people in show business. All the K-pop people are, some might say exploited. I don't know enough about the details here, but they're definitely put through a lot of rehearsal, a lot of performance, a lot of travel, a lot of everything. And so if these guys have reached a pinnacle where they have the wherewithal to be like, whoa, we're putting the brakes on for a bit, more power to them. Get some naps.
They do work their asses off and they're everywhere and like have to be upbeat and sunny all the time. It's not like they're everywhere and they're brooding artists who like are telling photographers to fuck off, because they're not. No. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to telling photographers to fuck off in a second. Yes. But yeah, it's got to be hard to be that up all the time and be that adored all the time. And so good for you. Yes, you've more than earned it. So we talked somewhere elsewhere about the whole brouhaha over the gay kiss in Lightyear, right? Can't remember I don't even know what day it is anymore. But at some point, you and I know have discussed.
It's banned in some countries, yes.
Chris Evans addressed the fact that some people are angry about this. Some conservatives are angry about this. This is not the Buzz Lightyear I know. And I will give him so much credit, because it'd be so easy to be that popular and that part of a giant global corporate entity and want to play it safe. And he doesn't. He speaks his mind and he calls out bullshit. And so he just said people are idiots and they're always going to be idiots. And you're not going to change their minds. You know?
There you go. And yeah, Disney is also not here to play at this point. After all the nonsense with Ron DeSantis and Florida, they're like, all right, screw it. We're leaning into our inclusivity. If you don't like it, that's on you.
Back in my day, Buzz Lightyear was a man.
Yes, and Bugs Bunny did the drag.
Because it's rabbit season and not duck season. But yes, and then there's the whole stupid thing with Patricia Heaton saying that Buzz Lightyear has been castrated because it's no longer the voice of Tim Allen. I see there are great conspiracy theories out there about how Disney got rid of a MAGA comedian to put in a woke actor instead. Like it doesn't have to be that complicated.
No. And he's got the Santa Claus series coming up in a few months on Disney Plus. Tim Allen is still very much inside the Disney fold.
Wonder Man, I don't know who that is. Do you know who Wonder Man is?
I do.
Oh, good. Tell me who he is.
Okay, this gets complicated, but in the comics, Ultron is actually it's been a while. I don't know that I can explain all of it, but basically his name is Simon Williams. He has amazing powers, and he is also a would-be actor. So like in the Avengers, you'd see him like save the world and then like blow an audition. So you know, it's a fun character. I think somebody mentioned that in somewhere in the MCU, there was kind of an Easter egg where they had Nathan Fillion portraying Simon Williams, who is Wonder Man. And yeah, there's some connection about like the personality of Ultron, and it's also in the body of, or Simon Williams's personality got put into the Vision or Ultron. It's look it up. There's wiki pages that explain this stuff. But anyway, he and Beast were actually very funny as a kind of a duo in the Marvel Avengers comics, and I think they even had like a spin-off miniseries. So I don't know if that means we're bringing back Kelsey Grammer or it's going to be a totally different thing, but I've always kind of liked the Wonder Man character, so I'm curious to see how this thing goes.
There you go. So there's a series coming from Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi, among many other things, and Short Term 12, which is excellent. So that's coming to Disney Plus. Coming to Netflix is Jerry Seinfeld's directorial debut, and it's a movie about Pop Tarts.
Yes,
it's called Unfrosted, the Pop Tart story, and it's got this incredible cast of comedians. It's like Melissa McCarthy, Jim Gaffigan, Amy Schumer, Hugh Grant, Sarah Cooper's in it.
I'm here for a movie about Pop Tarts.
Will they send us Pop Tarts as swag? Do you think?
Better,
right? If not now, when?
Better. I mean, if you'll recall, on the Seinfeld series, he always had a lot of cereal. So I think clearly he is in, the Kellogg's bag. So this seems appropriate, frankly.
This could be amusing. Have you seen the video of Tom Hanks protecting his wife from the swarm of photographers and fans?
I have, and I don't blame him a scotch for that one.
No, not at all. Yeah, so there's this video of him walking to a car. It's waiting for him and Rita Wilson in New York, and people are getting too close to them and swarming them, and she gets knocked over a little bit, and everyone just is shocked because he turns around and he yells, "Back the fuck off!" And like, I don't blame him. And who wouldn't react that way? It's got to be hard, even if having been famous for as long as he has been, but you want to protect the person you love. And that's just inappropriate.
And I don't even think this is like anathema to his nice guy, sort of persona. And he's defending his wife. He is like watching her getting like knocked down in this scrum. So of course he's going to go into defensive mode. So well played, sir.
Right. The idea that like Tom Hanks is not Mr. Nice Guy after all. It's like,
no.
Where do you get this from? He used the F word. Big deal. It's happened before. And then some sad news. Jean-Louis Trintignant died. I am not nearly the expert that I'm sure you are on his career. So enlighten us, please.
I mean, I haven't seen a ton of his stuff, but huge star of French cinema. Also, maybe most famous in the US for starring in Bernardo Bertolucci's The Conformist. My personal fave, he is in Eric Romer's My Night at Maud's, which is a great movie and one that's included in my Christmas movie book. Romer wanted that movie to be set at Christmas and wanted Trintignant to star in it so much that when Trintignant was unavailable, he waited an entire year so that it would be winter again and Trintignant would be available to make the film.
Amazing. And of course, he was lovely in Amour.
Yes, most recently. So he had a really great career spanning many decades and a lot of genres and just versatile, talented, great actor.
91 years old.